My name is Brian Culhane, and my relationship is your dad, otherwise known as the GOAT. I'm 52 years old. Young. I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I grew up in the Bronx, New York, on City Island to be specific. I enjoyed playing sports with my friends outside. I enjoyed working out, and my favorite thing to do was running track. I lifted weights, and I also continued to run. Yes. Uh, the specific date was May 7th, 1992. I was hit by a car. I was on my motorcycle, and I suffered a severe compound fracture of my right leg, where my right foot was laying next to my knee. I was thinking I was going to lose my leg. Nobody was with me. I was on my motorcycle alone, but it happened relatively close to the neighborhood that I grew up in. So before the ambulance even got there, several of my friends had showed up. Well, when the accident first happened, um, the break was so bad, I was concerned about it. Um, and when I got to the hospital, the first doctor that came in to see me told me, I can't save your leg. So at that point, my dad was there, and I told him to see if he can find another doctor because I didn't want to lose my leg. Um, well, it scared me a lot that somebody told me that they couldn't save my leg, um, and I didn't hear better news until the doctor that did operate on me came in to see me and said, "I don't know if I can save your leg, but I'll try. But you need to understand, when you go into surgery, you need to have a mindset that you may wake up without your leg." And the good news really didn't come until I woke up from the surgery and my leg was still attached, although it be with um, an external fixator called the Hoffman device. And that was the first time that I said. But at that point, we still weren't sure if this leg was going to be saved. All we knew is that at this point, they didn't take my leg. It was still, over 2 years before I was kind of safe, and I knew that I would keep my leg. When I had the accident,
Yes.
I was not running competitively like I ran in high school and college, but I was running, frequently, and working out all the time. So I went from running and working out to not being able to walk. Um, I was thrilled that my leg was saved, and so overjoyed that I woke up and I had my leg, and I thought that everything would be fine. But that's not the case. You know, what happens is you go from running and working out and being active every day to, you know, I was basically in a wheelchair for about 2 years, and not being able to do the things that I used to do. So, as happy as I was that my leg was saved, um, I went through a period of depression because I could no longer do the things I was able to do so well. And I then went from being that my leg was okay or safe to um, very, very sad that I was in the condition that I was in. And I guess I felt a little bit sorry for myself. Like, you know, why me? Why did this happen to me? But I remember having the conversation with my doctor, Dr. Sporn. That was the doctor that saved my leg. And I told him that, you know, I was upset that I couldn't do the things that I once could do. And he told me, well, you just wanted me to save your leg. That was most important to you. And it was. And he said, so I did that. And now you want, you know, to be able to do the things that you once could do and you can't. So he said to me to meet him at Jacobi Hospital the following week. And I did. And he took me up to the head trauma unit. I think it was on the 10th floor. And there were 12 cases there. And most of them were severely damaged, their brains, where they couldn't speak or talk or walk. And out of the 12 that were there, 10 of them were from motorcycle accidents. So he said to me, this could have been you. Instead it wasn't, it was your leg. So consider yourself lucky. So kind of put things into perspective for me, and I was able to move forward to some degree. You know, still had my days where it was hard because, you know, I'd forget about things that happened to other people and still focus on myself. Um, you tend to take things for granted, like walking, like being able to use a toilet by yourself, like being able to be self-sufficient. I couldn't lift myself. I couldn't put my leg down. I needed to rely on people. Um, you don't realize, um, you don't realize how, you know, how lucky you are to be able to take care of yourself and not have to rely on somebody to look after you so much. And once you're able to once again do it yourself, it you don't take some things so seriously because there are big problems out there, and you know you let things kind of go. Well, for a long time, it affected me because I still, even though my leg was saved, I was never as active as I was prior to it. So I gained a lot of weight. I know if you look at me now, it doesn't look like I gained a ton of weight, but that's another surgery that I had. But I put on 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And, you know, I was 100 pounds overweight. So I didn't feel good about myself when I was that heavy, until this past September, where I decided to have the bariatric surgery, the sleeve, and I have since lost 110 pounds. So I feel good about that right now, and it's time to start doing a little bit of walking and then jogging and possibly running.